I got both of the dogs in my office. This is Rose. And this is Snoopy. Hey, Snoopy. Snoopy was my first beagle. And I thought she was lonely. So we got Rose. Rose is tiny, but her bark is very loud. Scares the crap out of me sometimes. But anyway, the reason I'm in my home office, and it looks a mess. I mean, seriously, it is really bad. Okay. Most people wouldn't do this. When you see videos, they're always at their clean desk with the neon lights and showing off, but now this is raw footage. So, okay, you guys have seen my video. I call my rack the Doghouse, just because, you know, I am Terrorpup, the one and only, aka Chuck Payne. But anyway, so I need to decommission some hardware. So when I worked at a startup, this was our storage. And here, let me get up and I'll show you something. I got a call, well, not a call. I used to have like Nagios into my house. And I got an alert that our storage was down. And the bad thing was I was supposed to go to the Southeast Linux Fest the following day because, you know, at that time I was working as a community manager. I'm hopefully going to get back into doing stuff with Southeast Linux Fest this year, but probably under ugly scale press. But anyway, so you see this USB drive over here? So this NAS, we bought it from True NAS, okay? This is actually their hardware. And what happened was, let's see if I can get in here. See if we can get it focused. Come on, focus, focus, focus. All right, anyway, there we go. So what happened, two things happened. So the guy before me, he broke off the USB, and we only could use the one, okay? So, but getting back to this, apparently, there we go. Apparently, I guess the OS is written to a ROM on the board, or there's something in there, but it died. And I was freaking out because I had, you know, had my car packed, I was ready to go, and I, you know, needed to get back up. So on this little flash drive, this is the third one, because, you know, flash drives are not meant for permanent storage, but I installed True NAS Core, okay? Back then it wasn't called Core, it was just called True NAS. I booted it up, and lo and behold, it saw my ZFS cluster, and it imported it in. We were back in business. One problem. Whatever that ROM or wherever the image was that comes with this unit, the fans no longer were optimal. I mean, right now you hear some fans. There's actually a fan behind me. But, you know, when this thing's on, it sounds like a jet engine. So we bought a bigger unit. This is a 12 slot with 2 terabyte drives, and it was real nice. And when we got the new one, we moved everything over to there, and I was using this one. And when we got bought out, my new director couldn't believe, I mean, he freaked out when we were running production off of this. But hey, this is what Terrorpup does. This is a guy with no certs who always fixes stuff and gets things working. This is my mindset. If I can get it to work and it works, why not? Yeah, I could have installed TrueNAS onto this and it not work. I was hoping to actually install wherever the image was on this, but the flash directory didn't see it, so I had to have, you know, a flash drive here with my image that I was using to install it, and then I installed on there. Well, anyway, the fans are just too damn loud. I love this thing to death. It is a great server, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out of the rack. Another thing that is messed up about this one is I can't get the hood off, so I'm going to see if I can pop it out. My goal is I want to take out the card that's in here for the RAID, because the one above it, that's another super micro. That's another one of my NAS, a buddy that on the AL mailing list gave to me, and I'm very appreciative. Trust me, if you're in the Atlanta area and you know me and you have hardware that I possibly could use, you know, reach out to me. I don't mind e-recycling for my home lab. I mean, everything you see in here is donated, okay? And yeah, it's a mess, but you know, what can I do? So anyway, the plan is I'm going to decommission this. I'm going to pull out the memory. I'm going to try to get the network card out of this, and then from there we're going to put it in here because the battery's dead on this one. And if you saw a short video I did, I don't know if it's one drive or two drives, but I have, okay, something that has failed on this, okay? So I'm going to put the memory in there if it'll work, because this has 48 gigs, this has 24, so if I could double it and use it, why not? If I could put all of it in there and get it up to, you know, maybe 64 gigs, you know, I don't know how many slots are not being used, but super micros really, I like what their hardware, but a lot of their stuff's proprietary and a lot of stuff can't be used. The other thing I want to do is, if you notice, no rack mounts, so we're going to keep the rack mounts and put it in there, but we're definitely going to decommission this, okay? And then I'm going to take it to a recycling place, and it's done its job. I mean, this thing, I started working for this startup in 2012. And I've been using it as long as I can. Right now, my room, I can work in it, okay? Even when this is on, the only time I really can't work here is when summertime, because this room gets up into like 100 degrees. That's kind of why I got this fan. Sorry, I just have to show you my mascots, okay? Anyway, so when this one particular one on, because there's no fan controls, in the wintertime it sounds like a rocket engine. I mean, it is so loud that used to, when I had it running, if I could tell immediately when the power was off, because I would, where's the fans? You know, when you sleep next to this thing, and my bedroom's next door, I'm not going to show it to you, but anyway, when you sleep next door to this, you can sense when there's there's trouble. Okay, and yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this because it's just too damn loud. I used to have a quarter rack that was on wheels, and the sides couldn't come off, so it would echo. It would echo the sounds of the fans, and it just, or not echo, really, amplify the fans. So I want to get this done as I got vacation time coming up, December. I know things slow down, but I really need to get this done. Okay. Now, what doesn't help me though is this server is another one of my NAS. Okay, it's another super micro. In fact, all 4 of these in the bottom, they're super micros. Okay, and for some odd reason, and it's running true NAS scale. So I had core up here, scale up here. Scale, as you guys know, runs on Debian. Core runs on FreeBSD, and I got some weirdness going on that's got me concerned. Okay, the concern is that my web browser, 2 or 3 days, suddenly it just shuts down, and I can't even SSH into it. So I don't know if I got hardware failure. dmessage isn't telling me anything. I can't detect when it's not there. I really need to get. I have Kumo uptime running, so in Casa OS, so maybe I could get some alerts to go to my phone, so when this goes off, okay, or the website's down, I know. I thought about setting up a cron job to reboot this NAS every night at midnight, but that's a band-aid. I need to actually fix it. Okay? So this is not part of the ugly scale stuff that I'm doing, but I am going to post videos because home labs are cool. A lot of people think I'm crazy for what I do. So I'm going to pull this out, okay? We're going to rebuild the top one, and I really do want to hear what you guys think I should run. Should I shell out the money and buy like Unraid? Should I keep running True NAS on this? Is there another NAS-like product that you would recommend? Okay, or should I do like I've seen a lot of guys set up Proxmox, then make a NAS on there and use the storage via that? But I'd like to hear what you guys say. Okay, it's a little bit discouraging. Like I said, it's bugging me because right now this is the meat and potatoes of my stuff. Back here, let me show you this. This Dell T610, I want to get rid of it. Okay, and I'm thinking if I can get this up and running, maybe use TrueNAS scale, just have both of them as scale, and just just use it for storage and virtualization. Okay, this one back here is, it's a workhorse. I really do need to get something. I'd like to get another rack mount, maybe. So this is a PowerEdge 620. It was my ESI server until a hard drive failed. I'm running Proxmox on it, and it's beautiful. That's running Proxmox. So I have 2 Proxmox, and then I have a libvirtd that is on the other side that I work with. This is a HP server, and it's going to get rebuilt. It's running Red Hat, and I'm running Docker on it, but I may try to do something a little bit more fancy with it. Maybe, I don't know, Minikube just on one server. I don't know if that's optimal, but it's definitely going to be my container server. And the reason this slot is missing, I'm looking at adding some NVMe storage there, because in the front it's got 4 76 gig SAS drives in it, and I'd like a little bit more storage. Okay, I know you don't need a lot for containers, but I just want to be safe. Okay, so anyway, then that way I get rid of this. Okay, this will lower down, everything else will lower down. Okay, because that'll give me some more space, and I can do some cleanup on my yeah, as you guys can see, the wires are kind of crazy. I'm very happy about this, but I want to get rid of this. I was using it for rebuilding. And the dogs, they love to be with me, so that's why the bed. And if you can see way back there, there's another bed. But yeah, definitely, I want to. We're gonna do some rebuilding. Okay. Right now, like I told you guys, let's stand up a little bit. Bear with me. Sorry for the camera moving. But yeah, I really want to clean all this mess up, because you know, I got 2 VLANs there. There's my main router. And I got this one. This was a temporary when I was trying to determine what was going on with my Dell, and that's when we found out you know, I was having issues. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I will give you guys an update. I'm going to start working on this today. I really should have done this a long time ago, and yeah, it's just crazy. Oh yeah, that's another super micro. That's my libvirt. As you guys know, I am a member of OpenSUSE, and I'm running OpenSUSE Tumbleweed on this with libvirt, and yeah, I just love this server. Okay, but you can see I already, well, I showed you guys earlier, I already yanked the drives. These are all SATA. I have some 2 gig some 2 gig SAS drives, but I don't think I can use them in super micros. So, and this was a workhorse. Like I said, when my friend gave it to me, I wiped it. I got it up and running. Okay, I got 2 500 gig drives over there. Probably because I don't need a lot of storage, I'm probably going to replace those with 120 SSD drives that I have around the house that I've never used. Okay, and then from there, we're just gonna go through and we're gonna check each one of these drives. And so here's the scary part. Well, no, these are black. Yeah, these are all black. So I'm gonna go through, check them, and these Hitachis, we're gonna replace these. But if these are good, I'm gonna save them as backups, okay? Because I can use them. So, like I said, big projects. So I hope you guys like this. I hope you subscribe and continue watching. This isn't one of my normal tutorial videos. I really do need storage. You know, I bought this thing. You can RAID it, but RAID's not a backup, and I also hate it because it's kind of flaky. Once I can get all this rebuilt, again, I'm going to, yeah, you know what? I was trying to do Minikube up here, So this will probably end up becoming my controller for these, and I got storage up there. And then the Zima board, that was going to be my PF Sense board, but that's actually running Linux game server on it with 3 VMs. That's my 8 gig, and it works pretty good. And up here is my second gateway. I moved it up. I really need to clean this up here. And you guys saw the video where I did that. But anyway, until next time, guys, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. I don't have sponsors. I'm trying to get stuff. So by you guys subscribing, that helps me get to a point where I can do more. Okay, and it does let me know that people are watching this and you guys enjoy it. And guys, feel free to leave comments. I actually take negative comments and try to use that to better myself. Okay, I don't want a ton of negative comments before you guys hit me with those. But no, seriously, when someone says, "Hey, you're doing this wrong," I like that. I mean, again, like I told you guys, I don't have e-certs. I've been doing this now for 29 years. Started at a help desk. So your comments are welcome, okay? And please subscribe and watch. So this is Terrorpup. Until next time, peace.